Okay, how do we know what we know about homelessness?
Okay. Well, I think there are various sources of information. First of all, it's very important to talk to people with lived experience. Whenever I do research, I always try to talk to people who are experiencing homelessness or who have experienced homelessness recently. I was recently part of a project looking at Indigenous homelessness in Calgary. And the first thing I wanted to do was interview 15 residents at the housing facility where I was doing the research. That was the first thing. So it's important to talk to the people who have the experience that in that respect, the lived experience. That's we know. So we know what we know from them. We also need to gather information from frontline workers, and I don't know how well we do that in Canada. I think that the tens of thousands of people in Canada who do frontline work at the community level directly with people experiencing homelessness, they are an incredible source of information. And I don't know how frequently researchers talk to them. I don't think researchers talk to them enough. I'm fortunate because I did that work for 10 years and then became a researcher, but that's a very rare trajectory. We also know what we know from data gathering efforts, often coordinated by various orders of government. And we know what we know from researchers, university-based researchers and consultants. I think we know what we know also from social media. This is something I might not have said 20 years ago if you were interviewing me. I get a lot of my information from Twitter. There are some great people on Twitter who provide very helpful information on what's going on. Sometimes it's not always the most balanced place to get information, but it's very important. So I would say social media has got to be part of that conversation as well. What's key though is that it's important not to just look at one place, but to look at all those places.